In this video, I want to show the difference between tan of negative theta and minus tan of theta. So for tan of negative theta, we notice that it's the b value that changes. The b is negative. So it means that each and every value, theta value we take, we multiply it by a minus to get a new value. So if I take, for instance, on the green graph, which is my original function, if I take the point D there, the theta value there is 45. If I multiply it with a minus, then I will get the value there on the other side. So this point D maps onto that point there. And if I take a point E, which is somewhere in between 45 and 90 degrees, then I'll get exactly the same angle, but on the other side, and I'll make a dot. If I go to the point here, point B, and I have minus 45, I multiply it with a minus, and then it will go back to plus 45, and I will have the value for plus 45. And the same with A. So we see that we have here a mirror image about the y-axis. So each and every horizontal value starts, if it starts with a plus, it's now a minus. If it starts with a minus, then it's now a plus. The same will happen here. That value becomes that value. That value becomes that value. This value here becomes that value there, and that value there. So they swap about the y-axis. So it's a reflection about the y-axis. So we see that in this case, tan of minus theta is the reflection about the y-axis of the original function tan y, tan theta, or it's mirrored in the y-axis. If I now look at the other graph, which is negative tan theta, so our a value is now negative 1. That means we are changing the y values. Each y value becomes negative what it was before. So if I take the point D, which is plus 1, then it now becomes minus 1. If I take the point E, which is 2, that becomes the point I. If I take the point B, which is negative 1, it will become plus 1, and take the point A, and it will become plus 2. So we have here a reflection about the x-axis. We have the reflection about the x-axis, or mirrored in the x-axis. But if you look at these two graphs here, then you will notice, let me just erase all our marks. We will see that the blue graph and the red graph looks the same. And in this case, we can write down the identity tan of negative theta is equal to negative tan of theta. So, and we also know that from the cast rule. So this is just a graphical proof for that identity.